So don't you be fooled by Kennedy. When the dog attacks you, you get that dog, two-legged dog or four-legged dog.
Malcolm X was the least talked about human rights activist. When it comes to human rights activist of black people, the picture of Muhammad Ali and Martin Luther King comes to our mind. There was a third person among them who devoted his life for the rights of black people, but sadly the world little know about him. That was Malcolm X. Malcolm X was born on May 19, 1925 in USA Omaha with the name of Malcolm Little. His father, Earl Little, was an outspoken Baptist minister and supporter of black nationalist leader Marcus Garvey. Malcolm's father was black and his mother was white. His mother always hated her skin complexion, because her mother, Malcolm's grandmother, was raped by a white man. Malcolm's mother wanted her children to be black, that's why she married the blackest person she found. Malcolm's father believed that there is no place for black people in America, black people belong to Africa, they will never get due respect in America, so they should return to their homeland Africa. Malcolm's father was killed by white supremacists, members of Black Legion, for speaking against white people. Malcolm was 6 years old when his father was murdered. After that, his mother got nervous disorder, so he was sent to detention home in Michigan. He was a brilliant student and wanted to become a lawyer. His school teacher advised him not to be a lawyer despite good grades only because of his skin color. His school teacher told him that, "For people with skin color like you, it is better to be a carpenter rather than a lawyer. You should do a job that requires physical work, people would love to give work to you." After listening to his teacher, he was so disheartened that he left school and started to work as a waiter on the railroad. Malcolm soon becomes a robber, a drug dealer, a prostitute and a gambler. He was jailed for robbery and spent 6 years there. In jail, he met his brother, a black Muslim, who taught him that he should not be ashamed of being black. He told Malcolm about the nations of Islam and Elijah Muhammad, the leader of Nation of Islam. After this, Malcolm accepted Islam. Malcolm was dropped out from formal education, so he decided to learn himself. Malcolm used to memorize the dictionary in jail and read anything he found. Malcolm wrote in his biography, "In every free moment I had, if I was not reading in the library, I was reading on my bunk." After getting released from jail, he met Elijah Muhammad and joined the Nations of Islam. Elijah Muhammad liked him so much that soon he made Malcolm the minister of Muslim temple in Harlem. Malcolm loved Elijah Muhammad so much that he was ready to sacrifice his life for Elijah. Malcolm has excellent speaking skills, soon he becomes the minister of all Muslim temples of Nation of Islam. At this time, he changes his name from Malcolm Little to Malcolm X.
The last name of my forefathers was taken from them when they were brought to America and made slaves. And then the name of the slave master was given, which we refuse, we reject that name today.
Malcolm was a staunch believer in black supremacy. This might be a reason why he did not get as much fame as deserves.
We are not integrationists. And we believe that you're a fool to try and mix with someone who doesn't love you. Well, that doesn't mean that we in any way condone what those crackers are doing in Birmingham, Alabama. Our people should know better. And it is no accident that as long as the dogs were biting Negro women, Negro babies, and Negro children, Kennedy said nothing. It was only after the Negroes began to strike back. It was then that Kennedy called in the army. So don't you be fooled by Kennedy. Don't you be fooled by these Uncle Tom Negro preachers. When the dog attacks you, you get that dog, two-legged dog or four-legged dog. Thank you.
He was getting too much media coverage, so his colleagues started getting jealous of him. Elijah Muhammad felt that Malcolm wanted to preside the Nation of Islam. Malcolm heard that Elijah had impregnated 2 women, and to confirm that, he went to meet them. After confirming, he decided to part his ways with the Nation of Islam. After Malcolm parted with Nation of Islam, fearing that Malcolm could release the secret of Elijah Muhammad, members of Nation of Islam started threatening him and his family.
Why are they threatening your life?
Well, primarily because they're afraid that I will tell the real reason that I'm out of the black Muslim movement, which I never told. I kept to myself. But the real reason is that Elijah Muhammad, the head of the movement, is the father of 8 children by 6 different teenage girls. 6 different teenage girls who were his private personal secretary. The one who first made me aware of this was Wallace Muhammad, Mr. Muhammad's son. And it was their fear that if I remained in the Black Muslim movement, and this came into the knowledge of his followers, that they would leave him and follow me.
After leaving Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm went to Makkah for Hajj pilgrimage. During Hajj, when he sat with white people, ate with white people, he realized that Allah made everyone equal. No race is superior to others, and he felt that Elijah Muhammad's teaching of black supremacy is a fraud. After returning from Hajj, he raised his voice for equal rights, not for black supremacy. After segregating from the Nation of Islam, he talked against Elijah Muhammad, which of course disliked by members of Nation of Islam. So, they decided to murder him. First, they put his house on fire, tried several attempts to kill him, finally they succeeded in killing Malcolm while he was about to address OAAU in Manhattan.
It is unfortunate for the black nationalist movement. I think it is unfortunate for the health of our nation.